Welcome to the Ecumenical Church of Occitane's Advent and Christmas Carol Advent calendar. Each day during Advent we will reflect on one well-known Advent or Christmas carol, as well as looking at paintings of the sort that often appear on Christmas cards. We hope you'll join us every day as we prepare to celebrate again the birth of Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago. December the 22nd, the Sussex Carol, on Christmas night all Christians sing.
On Christmas night all Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. On Christmas night all Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. News of great joy, news of great mirth, news of our merciful King's birth.
Luke Wadding's father was killed by Cromwell's army at the sack of Wexford in 1649. Luke fled to France, where he was ordained as a Catholic priest. He later returned to Ireland, where his good relationship with prominent Protestant families gave him cover to rebuild the Catholic dioceses of Ferns and Wexford, where he became bishop in 1683. He found time to write and collect some hymns and carols, published as A Small Garland of Pious and Godly Songs in 1684. It included On Christmas Night All Christians Sing, although it is unknown whether it was penned by Wadding or predates him, although one of the verses, not usually sung today, begins with the words, Angels with joy sing in the air to him who can their ruins repair, and prisoners in the limbs rejoice to hear the echoes of their voice. All of which would have had particular resonances for Wadding and the persecution faced by Irish Catholics. Cecil Sharp was a collector of folk songs and dances, and collaborated with Sabine Baring-Gould in publishing in 1906 the collection English Folk Songs for Schools. Sharp had a wide range of interest, including Morris dancing and even sword dancing. He was also a supporter of the Labour Party and a member of the Fabian Society, as were my grandparents and great-grandparents. I'm currently recording this sitting on what I call a Fabian chair, which I inherited from them. William Morris would have been proud. In the course of his research, Sharp collected and wrote down both the words and tune of today's carol, and published it in the book English Folk Carols in 1911. Soon after, the composer Ralph Vaughan Williams heard it being sung in Horsham, Sussex, and published it in 1919. Since then, it has been known as the Sussex Carol. The last verse begins with the words, All out of darkness we have light, which made the angels sing this night. This explains my choice of picture for today, The Adoration of the Shepherds, by the Dutch artist Gerard van Honthorst. Van Honthorst was famous for his depictions of artificial light illuminating dark interiors. In fact, he was known in Italian as Gerardo delle Notti, Gerard of the Nights. Having visited Rome, he was influenced by the work of Caravaggio and other Italian painters who specialised in chiaroscuro. I have very definite memories of von Honthorst when at school, because his painting of Christ before the High Priest hung outside the headmaster's office. It is a scene lit by a single candle, with the High Priest pointing an accusing finger at Christ. It certainly made boys fearful as they waited outside the office, although I imagine that was not von Honthorst's intention. His Adoration of the Shepherds, painted in 1622, is altogether warmer and more agreeable. The light source is the Christ child himself, sending a warm glow into the faces of Mary, Joseph, and the shepherds, as well as the ox, of course. The rough costume of the shepherds reminds me of the time when I was playing the part of one of the shepherds for a Christmas review in Totnes, South Devon. I remember walking through the busy streets feeling rather self-conscious in such an outfit, before realising, amongst the rather alternative community of Totnes, I didn't look much different from anyone else.